Welcome back to 3 Lives for a Quarter, where we have a quarter and 3 lives.
Yes, that's explains the whole podcast.
We're not playing quarters.
Explains the whole podcast right there.
That's it. 3 lives for a quarter. So, anyways, our topic for this episode is what makes a game timeless.
Yes.
Is that legit?
Yes. What makes a game, no matter how old it gets, it's still fun to play.
So we're going to drop right into the main topic on this one. What makes a game timeless for you?
Well, I'd have to say the number one factor would be gameplay. 100%.
100%.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you could have the prettiest graphics in the world.
Or the worst graphics.
But
if it's fun, it's fun.
Yep. The gameplay decides at the end of the day.
And so to expand on that a little bit, good controls.
Yes.
Cannot have bad controls on a timeless game.
Yes, because when people go back and play and they have a hard time with the controls, they're just going to drop it. And
you're going to get frustrated.
Yeah, no matter how good the gameplay might be, if the controls don't come with it,
yep,
people are going to be like, okay, this game sucks.
Yeah, it's not timeless if it sucks.
If the controls don't feel good, people are going to leave.
That's a fact.
Yep. So I think we've talked about turning this into a running series of there's so many games out there that are timeless. I think there's a lot of good ones.
I agree.
You can't really do a 30-minute podcast and cover this topic, really.
No. We'll have a couple topics within the podcast, but yeah, I think we could do this as a series.
Yeah,
because it's subjective. I mean, there are some standards here, like we're saying, strong gameplay, good controls. Graphics,
take them or leave them.
Yeah,
like, good graphics a good art style. Actually, a good art style will carry it. Well,
can certainly enhance.
It can age better,
but it's not required.
Yeah,
I mean, even if a game looks bad, if it's fun, and a perfect game for that would be our old door game that we used to play on the BBS VGA Planets. There's literally no graphics. I mean,
it's all text-based.
Dots. And it's not text. Mm-hmm. But there's a GUI, there's a star map.
Oh, it has a GUI.
And you can do stuff within the GUI, especially if you use the third-party GUIs.
It's kind of like Dwarf Fortress.
That are much better. And it's just the way it was. And I mean, you run it in DOS, you use batch files. Okay. There's a lot of tools you can use with it.
Yeah, there's another game called Dwarf Fortress where it has like all these ASCII characters on it. The graphics are terrible, but the gameplay is ridiculously deep.
And that's all you need.
Yeah.
So which it brings you to the next part of that too, replay value.
Yes, replay value. Can you play it multiple times and have fun?
Yeah, and it's really hopeful too if every time you play it, maybe it's different.
Yeah. So there's some differences, but it's not required. I think
it's not required.
No, but that helps with replay,
provided it's challenging enough.
Sure.
But if part of the challenge is that it's giving you like a different map or something like that, that always helps. Not like
different play styles.
Not like you're playing what's that piece of shit Bethesda game that came out last, and every building on every planet's the same.
What is Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield.
Let's talk about that.
That'll be in the Todd episode.
Oh, God.
Todd is not God. And then other things like you're saying with the artwork. So you're talking about
art style,
a clear identity.
Well, if you look at a game like...
Sounds, visuals.
So if you look at a game that attempts realistic graphics, say, year 2000. Let's say year 2000, someone tries to attempt realistic graphics. That's not going to age well. But if someone they went with an art style similar to, say, Wind Waker, Zelda on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Where
it has an art
cel-shaded kind of cartoony graphics, but they age really well.
Right.
Like all you do, you can scale them up to 4K and they'll look really nice.
Sure.
And so it's a game that's over 20 years old, but its art style is really nice. So it looks really nice even today.
Right.
So it has a timeless art style for sure. And
has a visual identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and then you got some other things too, like pacing. And how long do you have to grind before you can move ahead?
Yeah.
You don't want to sit.
That's a big deal.
Grinding forever is not fun. You got to have a
There's a certain
balance
player-
and a reward, and
Yeah, there's a certain player that loves endless grinding, but those guys they go to the MMOs and there's
Right.
all the grinding they want there.
you got that right. So the question is timeless design real, or is nostalgia doing the work?
Let's see. There's a good question there because I mean, all right. If you take someone who's not nostalgic about this game, who's never played it before, you set them down in front of it. Are they having fun?
Right.
Or so that really is a kind of a determining factor. Is if nostalgia is carrying the load, or is it actually a fun game?
Right.
So that's an interesting question, and that's something that you would have to test with someone who's never played the game before. Like, does it hold up without nostalgia? But you can also test that yourself because there's some games I've thought of. Man, that'd be really nice to play. I go back and play it, and I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
This didn't age well.
Yeah.
Like-
I've always wanted this. Now I've got it.
Wow,
You know,
why did I
yeah.
want this for? Like this, I thought this was good.
Bring me up just to let me down.
Yeah, no. I'd say that's one game that didn't age well. If you want to pick an example of a game that didn't age that well, but it was amazing for its time, I would say Siphon Filter for PS1. I recently tried to replay it and just, oh man, the controls. It's the controls.
Yeah.
The gameplay, the graphics are decent for the time, or the animation quality is actually not bad. But the controls, man, they're just not good. They don't hold up.
You know, another game that's like that, PC would be Dune 2. You know, that led into
for the
Command and
RTS.
Conquer and all that stuff.
The RTS is
It
like
is a tough game to play.
Yep.
They hadn't really worked out the
nuances.
Yeah, that they had figured out by the time they got to Command and Conquer.
There's another one that's like, because I know Dune 2 was probably the one that started the RTS, the modern RTS genre.
Oh yeah,
The first Warcraft,
right.
Orcs and Humans. That one also had. You go back and play it now, and it's just like it just doesn't age well at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. But it was also like kind of the one that carried
But
on.
at the time,
Oh,
it
it was
was
great.
genre changing.
Yeah.
You know.
Then you have Warcraft 2,
Yeah.
which was Tides of Darkness, which is amazing. Which led into StarCraft. But anyway, that's a whole episode on its own right there.
Yeah.
We could do a whole episode on RTS.
Absolutely.
But anyway,
Total Annihilation. To
yes.
throw a game out there.
Yep.
Yep.
Where were we now?
So yeah,
We talked about graphics.
those are that's
graphics,
basically our main topic and just
Sound.
nostalgia versus design.
Sounds is a factor
Sure.
too. Yeah, because you got music, even if it's 8-bit, 4-bit, whatever. Some of those 8-bit songs or music can actually. There's a good example like the Jackal on NES has amazing soundtrack in my opinion for an 8-bit track.
And I mean,
it's
you look at Nintendo. Speaking of timeless,
Yep,
I didn't have a Nintendo because I'd moved
you were
on.
a Commodore man.
Yeah, and had gone
Commodore
on
man.
and then to PC.
Yep.
But you know, everybody knows this Mario songs and, and all that stuff.
Mario's
And I don't even play it, and I know some of
it's
it.
iconic. Yeah.
Yeah. Almost like a modern Disney in a way.
Yeah, the sound and the music, all that stuff, that counts. So the next, I guess we can move on to our picks.
Yep.
We have two picks.
So we've each got a pick for our timeless episode. Why don't you go first?
So my first pick for the first episode would be I would say Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick that game up today and play it and have fun. Like,
Yep.
It's amazing. And the art style, the 3D animation for the time, it looks amazing. Especially if you get it on, like you emulate it and maybe upscale some of the resolution, it can look really good for today. But I mean, even beyond the graphics, it's
Are there good SNES emulators out there?
oh yeah, for sure.
Uh,
It's been a while since I
not a
messed with them.
Nintendo
Though.
guy, so yeah.
Oh, there's easy. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
Or there's a few good ones. Like, it's super easy to find them. But yeah, I would say, well, the platforming is still amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The controls are tight. Like you can control. You have the whole idea is you control two characters.
Mm-hmm.
You have the option to control two characters, and you can switch back and forth between them. You got Diddy
Donkey
Kong,
Kong and
Donkey Kong and
Donkey
Diddy
Kong
Kong
Jr.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diddy Kong. That's what he's called. Diddy.
Like P. Diddy.
Yeah, he's like Diddy Kong.
Does he have a point?
Oh God. Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. So you switch between them, and they can do different things. Like Diddy Kong's faster than Donkey Kong, but he's stronger, so he can like take out some enemies easier.
So each one has its own thing that you need to switch to them to have them do.
They're also used kind of like lives. Like so with Mario, like if you get a mushroom, now you're Big Mario. So you can hit something once, now you're Small Mario again. You hit again, boom, you're dead. So you lost your life. With Donkey Kong, it's okay. You get Diddy Kong, okay, boom, you hit something, you lost him. Now you're Donkey Kong, but you're only Donkey Kong. And so if Donkey Kong,
So Diddy Kong's disappeared from the screen.
yeah, Donkey Kong's gone off the screen. Now you got Donkey Kong. If you hit something with Donkey Kong, now it's like with Mario. You've lost your life. You lose a life. Like,
Gotcha.
And then you got to restart from the checkpoint. But you can also switch back and forth between them at will. There's a button where you can, like a tag team, you can go, whoosh, you kind of tag them in. So some people prefer to play with Diddy or Donkey Kong.
Oh,
But
sorry.
that's the way you do the lives thing. Is like, okay, if you're down to one character, now that's your one life. Or that's your one little chance to not lose a life. So it's that's the way it functioned in that area. The game mechanics.
Right on.
Let's see. But there's a lot of fun little secrets that you could find as well. Like,
because this is a side scroller, right?
Yeah, it's a side scroller. Go back. You can. It's kind of like Mario. In that, it's a side scroller. Once you go forward, you can't go back.
Right.
I believe. But then
always forward.
Always forward. I don't know. Could you go back? See, now I'm wondering. I think there were some levels you could go back.
Been a while,
on.
huh?
Yeah, it's like I haven't played it in a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but anyway, there was always these little secrets where you get these explosive barrels that either one of them could pick up, and he would always throw them against the wall to see if they would open up like a cave that you could go into and find a secret. It was always fun to learn the secrets.
Is Mario the bad guy in this game?
Nope. That'd be funny though.
Yeah.
It's King K. Rool, he's a big old crocodile.
Okay.
He's a big old with a beer gut. Kind of crocodile. He's got a crown on. He uses it as a weapon when you fight him.
Character is. Yeah.
Yeah, King K. Rool. Yeah. So he's the guy you fight. So basically, I guess the idea is that they all stole your bananas.
Oh, fuck.
So you come in and there's no bananas. The bananas are gone. His Donkey Kong's horde of bananas is gone, and he's got to go get them. So all the bosses you fight,
gonna lay the smack it
yeah,
down.
You steal my fucking bananas, bitch. So basically, you fight all these bosses along the way that are like King K. Rool, I guess, lieutenants. I guess you could call them that. But you fight them, but you always fight them. There's a banana horde in the background, so he's getting his horde back, and that's the whole objective, I guess. But a lot of the platforming is still really good to this day. Like you could play it. Like if you release this game today, I think it would be reviewed well. Like if you just brand new game, it never existed.
What year did this come out?
94.
94. It's that old?
Yeah, 94. It was actually one of the first games to use the SGI workstations to do the 3D animations. Because they did the
pre-rendering.
Pre-rendered 3D animations that they put into the game. So it made it look like the Super Nintendo was doing 3D, but it was actually just pre-rendered animations they turned into like bitmaps.
Gotcha.
And put into the game. So that's another point where the graphics look like greater than what the SNES would be capable of, because they did the pre-rendered.
How powerful was the SNES? I don't even know what
16-bit
was running in it.
16-bit console.
Was it true 16-bit? Okay.
Yep, true 16-bit. It actually had a very impressive audio as well, because Sony did the audio chip for them for the SNES. So actually that's another thing. The soundtrack, Donkey Kong soundtrack is really good. Excellent music. Sound effects, all that. But yeah, hold on. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about the SGI workstation.
The detail is basically what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, because Rare was actually being backed by Nintendo at the time. Nintendo had owned 50% of their company. They went ahead and was like, oh, we got all this money. They bought the SGI workstations, and with the Power Animator software, they went and did the pre-rendered 3D animation because they wanted to make it look, this is the same kind of. This is the same software that was used on movies like Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park.
The liquid Terminator
and the Abyss. It was actually first used on the Abyss with the the water.
That was after Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was before. The Abyss was before, because it came out in the 80s, and Terminator 2 came out after. But anyway, we're talking about movies here. It doesn't matter. We can look that up.
Well, I'm gonna throw my wallet down here.
What are you throwing down? Throwing down the gauntlet?
I'm telling you, Terminator 2 came out before the Abyss.
Okay. All right. Let's ask. Let's see here. Which movie came out first? The Abyss or Terminator 2? All right, it's thinking. There you go. That's the answer. The Abyss came out first.
I would have lost my wallet if I hadn't put it back in my pocket. Damn.
Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, it did. But I mean, was it Terminator 2 came out like 93 or something? It was like
no, I saw it in Israel when I was still over there after
shit.
Desert Storm. So it was like 1990, maybe 91.
When did Terminator 2 come out anyway?
90 or 91.
I know the first one came out like 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really old, or not that old, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was still
Terminator 2 come out 91. You're right, 91. That was earlier than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, I could have sworn
that's pretty close together, though. I think The Abyss came out 89 and 91. It's like 2 years apart.
Okay.
So that's probably why it got mixed up in your head a little bit. It's so close together.
I was thinking, that came out and it was kind of a bomb. It wasn't a bomb.
Terminator 2?
No, The Abyss.
Oh, The Abyss, yeah. It wasn't like it didn't like blow out the blockbuster. It wasn't a huge.
You know what? You're right. I know you're right now because Michael Biehn was in it, and that was right after Aliens. And and it kind of bombed. And then he did Terminator 2, and then he did Titanic. So okay.
Yep. Anyway, that was a fucking what do they call it? An aside.
And a tangent.
A tangent. Yes. Yeah. 16 times the tangents.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Anyway. Okay, so we were talking about because it was the Power Animator. That's what I was talking about. They used that in addition to do the 300, the pre-rendered 3D animations for Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we went off on the tangent. Yeah, but anyway,
what we need is
there's so many.
We need a green screen.
Yeah,
and we could have whatever topic we're talking about playing on the wall right here behind us.
We can have Terminator up here.
Well, I was thinking Donkey Kong, but
Donkey Kong,
yeah,
and then it flips over to fucking the Abyss and Terminator. Well, anyway, that software was first used on the Abyss to make the water that came out made the face, like comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So Donkey Kong used the same software and hardware.
Good old Silicon
but that's why
graphics.
That's part of the why it still looks so great today. Is that they invested so much time and money into it. But other than that, it's just like overall, that's a full package. It's an excellent game that still holds up to this day. So now on to you.
On to me. So my choice for this is Raid on Bungeling Bay by Broaderbund Software for the Commodore 64. And Raid on Bungeling Bay is a lot of games on a lot of different levels. Is it an action game? Absolutely. You're flying a helicopter. You're fighting the Bungeling Empire, which is an archipelago of islands, all with factories on them, and they're building a battleship. They're trying to destroy your aircraft carrier that you're riding on too.
Those bastards.
But underneath it, there's a whole logistics and strategy system. And this game was Will Wright's first game. Will Wright, you might know from is the creator of SimCity. And when Will Wright made this game and was doing the logistics, which is the tugboats and all the stuff that are moving around in the game that everybody ignores, he was so enticed by that tugboat system,
the simulation,
and the shipping
of the background,
and logistics, that he went on to make SimCity. And there's never been a sequel to Raid on Bungeling Bay or anything like that. But
spiritual successors.
Honestly, there doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Maybe your Desert Strike is.
It's a spiritual successor.
There is somebody who made a PC version of Raid on Bungeling Bay a few years ago, and it's free. You can go out and grab it.
It's basically the same version.
Not it's the same thing, but it's souped up.
Okay.
So it looks better, it sounds better, but the core gameplay is roughly the same. Again, though, this game is, you can go back and play this game over and over and over, and the end result is the same, but it's always a different game because you always start somewhere different. You always go to a different island. There's like 6 islands. There's like 7 factories, I think, because one of the big islands has 2.
Yeah.
You have to land your helicopter back on the aircraft carrier and reload your bombs. You can fire your gun all you want, and that also repairs
unlimited
your helicopter.
Machine gun ammo.
Unlimited. But you're flying over and you find a factory, and the factory also will have some cannons around it that are firing at you in an aircraft. So you fly over it and you hold your fire button down, and as you fly over it, you release it, and it drops a bomb. You have like 9 bombs. So
how are you controlling this helicopter?
Joystick.
Joystick.
Regular Atari joystick hooked up to a Commodore 64.
Plug that straight into the Commodore?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Did you have to was there like an adapter, or did you just take it straight out the Atari?
Yeah. It's the same serial adapter.
Oh, it's the same adapter.
9-pin serial adapter.
All right.
Very common back then.
Oh yeah.
And you just what I'd do is I'd fly in circles over a factory and just boom, boom, boom till I blew it up. Yeah, and then I'd fly on back and reload and go out and hit the next factory. And meanwhile,
so what's the purpose of hitting these factories?
To win the game.
Okay.
So that's your goal. If you knock out all the factories, you win. The factories are also building a battleship, which you can also
They're building a battleship?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it like a collective effort?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's pretty cool.
It's
for a Commodore.
It's fantastic, and it's only
amazing.
one side of a disc. And so we got to get you a Commodore and get you a copy of.
I'm down, dude. You give me a Commodore, I'll set that up and I'll play.
Absolutely, it's a wonderful little game, and it probably take you 20, 30 minutes to play the whole thing.
Yeah, the games back then you could finish pretty quickly. You could like the game I was talking about with the Jackal. Like you could technically beat it in 30 minutes if you want.
Yeah, because there was no really saving your game in this or anything like that. Not that I remember. No. You just played it, and if you lost, you played another game.
Too bad you lost.
A lot of fun though, and you can go back to it, and of course you learn the map. You learn where you can be, where you shouldn't be.
Is there some kind of did you have any kind of planning involved? Like, so if you start the game up, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this time.
Not necessarily. No. Basically, you just you want to keep account of how many bombs you got on your copter. Come back and land. Occasionally, your ship will get attacked. You got to fly back to your ship and defend your ship, and then you can land there. There's also
so what would attack your ship?
Black planes. So these planes will come down there.
I saw some gameplay of it, or I watched the gameplay of it, and I saw the little planes in the sky.
They'll come over and they'll fly over the deck and drop bombs on it, so that the ship can be destroyed. If your carrier is destroyed, you lose the game. Yeah, just instantly, it's over.
Game over.
You always got to protect your carrier. That's how you do. There's a little radar map, and you'll get to. There's a little.
It's like a mini map.
Yeah, and
the first mini map in the world.
There's a ticker, and carrier under attack. And you haul ass back to your carrier wherever you are on the map.
You just turn around immediately. Under attack.
And so the carrier goes up the map. It's always moving up, and it's moving between the islands. Yeah. So your carrier's never going to be in the same place. So it moves around.
As you're playing, it moves around.
Yeah, it's moving through the islands.
Because a lot of games they keep home base. It never moves. So it's
home base moves.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you got to, especially if you can get hit by 2-3 missiles and your copter's hard to control, but you're not down yet.
So it simulates the difficult to control.
Oh yeah. It's great.
That's pretty cool.
There's also a single runway on one of the islands that you can land on. I don't recall if you can repair there, but you definitely can steal bombs from them because it's their runway. And you can steal bombs and reload your thing and go back out and fight.
It just happened to fit my helicopter.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great little game. Tons of replayability. And like I said, he was so inspired, he went on and created SimCity. So
yeah, it's very.
That's my timeless game.
It's very influential. Sounds like an influential.
The Timeless Game Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think most people would not put Raid on Bungeling Bay as in the. They wouldn't think about that with SimCity, how it may have inspired it. They never would have thought that.
And outside of the Commodore 64, it was on the NES. It's a niche game. A lot of people don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I played SimCity.
But if you're an early Commodore person, you know it.
Dude, I played SimCity on Windows 95 back in the day. So it's I never knew about Bungeling Bay and how he was inspired by certain parts of the game to create SimCity. So that's a very interesting piece of trivia.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess it's something about with Donkey Kong Country and how they utilize the SGI to create the pre-rendered 3D animations and how it must have influenced other games.
Sure.
To do the same.
So, and that kind of leads to the question that we came up with before the show here. Different games can have different criteria for being timeless, and strategy for mine, strategy, structure, replayability, things like that. Replayability on yours as well. And of course, you had the
It's
really
actually-
polished,
yeah.
SGI platforming and graphics that went along with that.
Well, the graphics, yeah, and the tight platforming, controls. The controls are great. Like you can pick that game up and play it.
Yeah.
That's another thing I was talking about earlier with the controls. How you can pick up a game, it doesn't control well, you're gonna put it down. Like you're not gonna play it. Donkey Kong, you can pick up with a like say even if you have an emulator, you could pick it up with a modern controller, like a PS5 controller, and you could play Donkey Kong on the PS5 controller, and it plays great.
Yeah.
So it's that's one thing that's great about it.
So what we've determined here is that timeless games do not need modern graphics.
Not only graphics,
They
at all.
need design that still works.
Yes, it's all about gameplay, game design,
Yep.
how good the controls feel.
Yep.
All that stuff it matters way more than graphics. Graphics are they're kind of like nice to have.
Yeah.
Like,
They are nice to have, but
Yeah.
they're not the end all.
Yeah. Like these days, a lot of modern games are obsessed with polygon counts and how far can we push this graphics card and make it sweat?
Yeah.
Like,
but how good is the game?
It doesn't matter.
If the
As long
game's
as the fucking
forgettable,
gameplay.
it's worthless.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. So I think we're pretty much near the end of this one.
Yeah.
Question we
I think
have
so.
for anybody that's watching is, what game do you think is timeless? What's timeless to you? And why is it timeless?
Drop it in the comments.
Drop it in the comments.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. What a cliche.
Hit that bell. Dude, I hate that bell. Don't hit that bell. You don't have to. Please don't hit that bell. That bell's annoying. There.
It is. We have to remove it.
Yeah. Fuck.
Thank you for watching.
Sorry. One more time.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.
Yes.
Have a great day. Bye.
See you later.